Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom, where we own all of our vehicles. We are not a consignment dealership. If you're watching today's presentation on YouTube, please be sure to check out our website, which is hanksters.com. It's where you can find all of our most current inventory. Our YouTube videos, they never come down. They stay on our YouTube channel for our subscribers to watch our content, whether they were shot 5 days ago or 5 years ago. However, when a vehicle is funded in full, it comes down off of our website, letting you know it's no longer available for sale. HankstersGarage.com. Not only do we sell and distribute automotive parts and accessories throughout the United States, more importantly, we install them. Therefore, if you are watching one of our classic car presentations and you decide, I want AC in that car, or I want power disc brakes, or I want power steering, a different interior, a digital dash, fuel injection, headers, a custom exhaust, we can handle all that stuff for you prior to your vehicle leaving our facility, as long as you give us the time to do so. HankstersGarage.com, check it out. Chevrolet Camaro. Once you move past the first gens, you move into the second gens, and that's what we have today for you, a 1970 Chevrolet Camaro 350 car. So let's check it out. I already stated 350. There is a cowl tag underneath the hood closure there on the driver's side, which we will have a photo of on our website. The big black contraption on the driver's side firewall is your power brake booster, so the car does have power brakes. And mounted on the front of the engine block on the driver's side is your power steering reservoir, so the car does have power steering as well. No AC on the car. Anytime you want to know if one of our vehicles have AC, make sure you're looking for an AC compressor and lines. Hugger orange paint. This is going to be a 4-speed center console car. We will start with the paint on the top of the hood and fenders. The white stripes are probably vinyl that are cleared over, would be my guess. You can feel a little bit of a lip there, so that would be my guess on the striping. But the white portion of the stripes on the hood is fantastic. Real nice paint throughout the entire car. Center there where it's orange, in nice condition, no clear coat fade, blisters, bubbles, anything like that going on. And it's the same thing on the driver's side of the hood and the top of the fender. Paint's in really nice shape throughout the entire top portion of the vehicle. The grille, you have a SS in the center. The black plastic portion of the grille looks to be in good shape. Both split bumpers there, the one on the driver's side and the one on the passenger side, are in good condition. You have no chrome peel, no rusting, pitting, no rust around the bumper bolts. Lower spoiler there, the black lower spoiler on the vehicle in one piece, not cracked or broken. We'll step around to the driver's side of the car and we'll look at the paint quality on the fender, both high and low. Once again, I don't have any history as to when the car was painted, what year, when the motor was rebuilt, when the transmission might have been serviced or rebuilt. Any kind of information we have on the car, we disclose to you in this video presentation. The paint on the front fender, real nice, just as it was on the hood. Down low, real good condition. No paint bubbles, blisters, cracks. Raised white letter Coopers on your American Racing 5-star wheels. Looks like new lug nuts. Center caps are in good shape. Tires are new. Real nice wheel and tire package on this 70 Camaro. How about the front windshield? No cracks, no chips. The chrome portion of the windshield, around the windshield, the molding is in nice condition in terms of how the fitment, you know, it fits nicely to the roof and to the front windshield. Dual mirrors on the car, painted the same color as the vehicle, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. The body lines on this Camaro are really nice. We'll give you a shot down the side of the car when we are on the rear quarter portion of the driver's side. We'll do the same thing on the passenger. but your door fitment's real good. You can see here the door fits nicely, low to the rocker, to the rear quarter, and it's the same to the front fender, and nothing's rubbing or chipped. Let's look at the paint on the roof here before we venture on into the inside of our 70 Camaro. Once again, there's no like paint issues. Let's say when the car was painted, there was debris in the paint. That's not happening up here on the roof of our Camaro. There was no, sometimes the metal, if it's not done in a booth, it'll get moisture. And if the moisture's there during the paint process, it'll have little like bubbles in the paint. There's none of that going on. There's no clear coat fade. So real nice paint on the roof. Paint on the car, in my opinion, like 8.5 out of 10. It's a real nice paint. Driver quality paint, just like all of our cars, but pretty nice paint job on this Camaro. Not a cheap one, that's for sure. Door glass looks to be pretty decent. There are some faint scratches, obviously from rolling the window up and down over time going into the door, but overall in pretty nice condition. The interior on the car is also nice. We'll start out with the door panel, plastic portion, vinyl portion, armrest, everything real nice. The door panel itself is not, coming away from the door or, all bowed out or warped. It's in pretty nice condition. Let's take a look in our back seat. On the Camaros, they usually have really nice back seats because there's not really ever a whole lot of people back there because of the size. But no rips or tears in the seat. The center hump there, carpeting's in pretty decent shape. The carpeting here in the back seat, in pretty decent condition. No rips or tears or heavy discoloration. Floor mats are in good shape. Headliner, we'll take a look at that real quick. We'll take another look at it when we're outside in the test drive presentation to give you a better view with some natural lighting outside, but that's in good shape. No rips or tears in it. Driver's seat, no tears in the seat back, no tears in the seat cushion. Carpet, in nice shape. Center console. Doesn't appear to be any cracks. 4-speed car. Aftermarket gauges mounted in the center console. Dash pad looks to be in good condition. I don't see any rips or tears in it. We'll take another look at that again when we're on the test drive to give you better lighting and a closer view. Make our way to the rear quarter of the driver's side of the car. We always do low shots of the rear quarter there to show you that there's no paint issues down low, which is generally where they start on these classics, if there are any. Wheels look brand new. I told you the tires are certainly brand new because we put them on there, but the wheels are in immaculate condition. I told you earlier in the presentation, body lines on the car are nice. You can see the body line there lines up nicely from the fender to the door to the rear quarter. And there's no waves down the side of the car, whether it's in the quarter panel or in the driver door. We'll do the same on the passenger side. Fantastic glass clarity out of the rear windshield. You can see there are some speakers there, Pioneer 6x9s. We'll figure out if the radio works on the test drive portion of our video. The speaker shelf, hat rack, whatever you want to call it, not discolored, not warped. Back of the seat there, from the sun beating down through the windshield, not dry rotted or torn or discolored. Stripes on the deck lid and the spoiler in good shape, as well as the paint condition on the tops of the quarters. Deck lid, rear spoiler, no paint issues to show you or disclose in any portion of the rear presentation of the car up top there. Chrome on the rear bumper, in nice shape, just as the front bumpers were. You can see that no pitting of the chrome, no rust around the bumper bolts, no patina in the chrome. Got dual pipes there coming out underneath. Take a look inside of our trunk. The trunk mat, brand new in the vehicle. We actually took it out of the box and put it in there. Trunk, solid. No issues with the trunk. That's the case throughout the entire trunk. Passenger side of the car. So notice once again your body lines, how nicely the passenger side door fits to the rear quarter and to the front fender. It's nice and snug. Down low on the rear quarter behind the wheel there on the passenger side. No paint flaws. It's the same thing on the wheel opening here. No issues. Top of the quarter where the roof comes down to meet the quarter. There's no cracks. There's no paint blisters, clear coat fade, anything like that going on. Door glass clarity on the passenger side is real nice. Once again, you got a tiny little faint scratch there again from, over time putting the windows up and down, scraping against the door. But overall, it's pretty nice condition there on the passenger side door glass. You can see door gaps nice and uniform all the way down. The door fits nicely to the rear quarter, to the lower rocker. There's no overhang there. Door panel on the passenger side, same as it was on the driver's. No tears in the armrest, no breaks in the plastic portion of the door panel, no warping of the bottom of the panel. The center console, you get a different perspective from the passenger side. You can see a little more without the steering wheel in the way. It looks like a newer center console. It's in real nice condition. Passenger side seat was the same as the driver's. The interior to me looks to be in newer condition. It's not discolored, it's not torn. There's no signs of heavy wear or excessive age or anything like that. So it's a pretty nice interior in our 70 Camaro. Lower portion of the door on the passenger side, same as the driver. There's not really any paint problems to really disclose on the car. It's a very nice paint throughout the entire vehicle. Once again, front fender here, lower portion, nice and uniform color, uniform clear, no issues down low. We do very well here with Camaros, be it first gen, second gen, third gen. It seems to be a popular muscle car in our showroom here in Daytona. We're going to put it up in the air and check out the undercarriage, do an undercarriage presentation, and then we're going to take it out and drive it. It is hot here in Daytona. It's supposed to be the hottest day of the year today. We are, with the heat index and humidity, going to be at 117. So we're going to see how our 70 Camaro performs under extreme heat conditions with no AC, but we can add it if you want it. I encourage you guys to visit our showroom in person to look at whatever vehicle in our inventory that you might be interested in, whether it's a 70 Camaro or another vehicle you might have your eyes on. We are in the business of selling 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not new. We try to do a quick 20 to 25-minute video presentation and disclose to you anything we feel might be significant for you to know if you are considering buying the vehicle sight unseen. We try to point out the paint condition, the interior condition, the undercarriage condition, how the car runs out when we do our test drive portion. But everything we are doing in these videos, you can do yourself when you visit our Daytona showroom, which is what I encourage you to do. Especially if this is your first classic car purchase or you haven't owned a classic car in quite some time. We will gladly pull whatever vehicle you're interested in outside for you so you can look at the paint quality and condition outside in natural light real well. We'll happily put the car on a rack for you so you can check out the undercarriage, the floor pans, the suspension components, the tire condition, the bottom of the motor, the transmission. We'll let you drive if you want to. You can see how the car performs, how the car accelerates, rides, handles, steers, stops. This way, when the vehicle shows up wherever you might be located at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car in its entirety for yourself. We, at the end of the day, are an internet-based company. We do the majority of our transactions online, sight unseen, through email, text message, phone calls, videos, FaceTimes, things like that. Nowadays, we are all accustomed to online shopping and delivery, whether it be Amazon or Walmart or eBay or a classic car or even a new car dealership. They do a lot of deliveries at your home or office these days, to accommodate their clientele, and we're no different. However, again, we sell old cars. They are not perfect. They all have their flaws, tendencies, weaknesses, deficiencies, some of which we try to disclose in these video presentations. But nobody's a better judge of how to spend your hard-earned dollar than you are, and this is why I strongly suggest that you guys come in person to check out the car for yourself. I'm around these cars every day. I can tell you the responsibilities that come with owning one of these classics, and so can our sales staff. We'll be happy to share that with you, what type of oil to use, what type of gas to use, how to store the vehicle, things like that when you visit our showroom in Daytona to look at the 70 Camaro or whatever piece of inventory you are interested in. Let's put the car up in the air real fast, do an undercarriage presentation, and then we'll do a short little test drive to show you how our 70 Camaro runs out. Underneath our 1970 Camaro, you have disc brakes up front. We'll get a shot of the side of the block and the pan on the driver's side. Nice and dry at this time. Hopefully you can see the side of the block, and then of course the oil pan gasket from my perspective looks good as well. On the passenger side, not so much. You have the starter in the way and then the cross member start, so you really can't see. I mean, I can see a little up there. It looks pretty good on the side of the block and the pan, but I can't see the entire thing. The headers on the car look good, both driver and passenger side. I don't see any spots where the headers are punctured or rusted through. Transmission, good shape. Nothing leaking from the speedo cable. Tail shaft seal. Cross member that supports the tranny up is in good condition. Let's take a look at our frame rails and our floor pans. Starting on the driver's side, frame rail looks good. You can see the car is suspended in the air by our lift, sitting on its frame rail. Good on the driver's side, also good on the passenger side. Floor pans, all one solid piece all the way back. I don't see anything that is sectioned in or siliconed or patched. And the same goes for the driver's side of the car. Off of your headers, you go back to an H-plate. You have some MagnaFlow mufflers that you will see here momentarily. The welds on the exhaust system look to be in good shape, and then the exhaust system itself appears to be newer looking at it. Told you there are MagnaFlow mufflers here. Rear frame rails on the car. Once again, starting on the driver's side, you can see starts here, comes up over the rear end of the car, and continues all the way back to the rear bumper. Driver's side and passenger side are both in fantastic shape. Gas tank looks good, doesn't appear to be caved in, dented in. Rear end looks good. Also, your area there where the back seat is going to meet your trunk pan, no rust or rot up there. The exhaust system continuing back up over the rear end and then coming out underneath your rear end, all looks good. Again, no rust holes, rot holes, any kind of issues going on with the exhaust system from the headers to the mufflers to the pipes. Our raised white letter Cooper Cobras are brand new. Brand new tires means no dry rot between the treads and plenty of tread depth. We're going to set our 70 Camaro down on the ground and we're going to take it on a test drive. But before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about different payment options. First of all, if you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank, and the more common method of payment is bank wire transfer. Bank wire transfer puts the funds there the same day if it's done early enough in the business day, and if not, the very following morning. Once we're funded in full for the car, we can start a whole process. Financing. The collector car lenders we work with will do 5 to 15-year terms on these cars. Now, 15 years means, you know, the car's got to meet a certain price point criteria. They aren't going to go 15 years on like a $30,000 car. I believe the cutoff point is either 50 or 55 grand for the 15-year term. Most vehicles fall into the category of a 5 to 8 year approval. Once you're approved, you know, they're going to require that you put 10% down of the purchase price. So if you're talking about a $40,000 car, you're talking about $4 grand down out of pocket. You can do more if you'd like to. However, that is going to be your minimum requirement. Simple interest loan, so all your additional payments go towards principal, meaning if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $1,000, the extra $500 is going to go towards the principal balance of the loan. And there's no prepayment penalty, so therefore, if you take it out for 7 or 8 years and you pay it off in one, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. Once the vehicle is paid, we put the car through a pre-delivery inspection. They're old vehicles. Anything can start leaking, anything can stop working in any given moment. Therefore, we put the car through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction to make sure it's standing as tall as it possibly can be before you take delivery. Once the vehicle is through inspection, it goes through detail, and then if we are handling the shipment, driver is dispatched. Typically, we can have a truck here within 48 hours. However, if there's a holiday in there, or you're in a more difficult destination, or maybe you're a West Coaster where there's not as many runs per week, you know, allow us 3, 4, 5 business days. But I promise you, once we're funded, we move quickly. Inspection process is in the order funded, so there might be 2 in front of yours that week, there might be 5 in front of yours that week, just depends on what we sold. So it's inspection, detail, dispatched, and then it's leaving here on its way to you. Delivery time, of course, is going to depend on where you're located at, how many other vehicles are on board, weather conditions, holidays, driver sleep patterns, things like that. But the whole process works a lot faster than you might think it does. And if you're the ones handling the shipping, either you're coming to get it with your own trailer, or you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming to drive it home, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come get it. Or send your carrier after it. Let's set our 70 Camaro down on the ground. We'll take it on a test drive and show you how the car runs out. Inside our 1970 Camaro, horn, wipers, tilt wheel, turn signal, driver's side. Not sure if you can see it with the sun glare or not. Glowing green there. Passenger side. Fuel gauge works. We are full. 65,660 is the mileage on the odometer. Title reads exempt, true miles unknown. The radio does not work. We do not fix radios, so when the car arrives, the radio will not function. Oil pressure, battery voltage, temp, all functioning. Dash pad, like I said in the showroom, in nice shape. Headliner looks to be new. I told you in the showroom the interior condition throughout the entire vehicle is really nice, looks new. Everything from the dash pad to the center console to the seats, pretty nice condition. We're idling nicely, we're not stalling out. Oh, brand new mirror too, because the remote, these are remote mirrors, well the driver's side is, and that was broken, so we put a new mirror on it. Let's take it on a test drive, see how the car runs out. Well, our 70 Camaro runs fantastic. Let go of the wheel, the car tracks nice and straight. Speedo's working. It's holding steady at about 42 miles per hour, which is what we're doing. We're in a 40 mile an hour zone. Shifter's staying put. It's not popping out of gear. We're good on our temp. Remember, it's over 100 degrees in Daytona today, so we're running like 192-ish. We got good oil pressure, we got good battery voltage. There are no vibrations in the car. The front end alignment's nice and tight. Steering's nice and tight in the vehicle. There's no tire hop, tire shimmy. There's no engine vibration, tranny vibration. Well, I was just going to say we got a green light, but it just turned yellow. So, test our brakes. The brakes are fantastic. Stop the car just like it should. No kind of vibrations or pulls when you're braking. We will run it up through a couple gears here. That's 65. There's 55 miles an hour, no hands on the wheel. Car performs, it's really strong for a 350. It's got nice pull to it, immediate response in the throttle. Our temp's good. Again, we're at just above 190 when we are at a 100 plus degree day. Car runs real nice. Easy to shift too. Nice easy shift in the shifter. Good car, I like it. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this car today, along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 70 Camaro includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. We do not ship open, so that is enclosed. And it also includes a powertrain warranty. The warranty is good at any ASC certified facility in the United States. It covers the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It does not cover brakes, batteries, starters, alternators, oil leaks, tranny leaks. It just covers your internal components, your drivetrain, your major mechanical breakdowns. Is the price of the vehicle negotiable? It most certainly is. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. There are no exceptions to that. Also, the shipping comes off. Time is money, and there's time involved in shipping a car. You have to research the driver, make sure they're properly licensed, bonded, and insured to carry your vehicle. You have to set up the pickup. You have to pay the driver when they pick it up. You have to set up the delivery. You have to employ a person to track the delivery. You know, if it's supposed to get there on the 15th, we need to make sure it's on track to get there on the 15th. At a negotiated cost, you will take care of all that legwork yourself. Maybe you are a collector or an investor and you have your own open or enclosed trailer. You're more than welcome to come get the car on your own. Maybe you had a carrier in the past that you had a good experience with. You can send them for it. And of course, if you are local to us here in the Sunshine State, Central Florida, you want to come drive this 70 Camaro home, you can do that as well. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Daytona Beach. And once again, our website is hanksters.com. We'd love to earn your business, add you to our growing customer base throughout the entire world. So please check us out. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro, available at Hanksters Hot Rods, Daytona Beach.